The next subphase we're going to cover is 1.4, feasibility studies and research. The tool that's most commonly used here is called conceptual sketching and testing. The purpose of this phase is to get the charrette team familiar with the project constraints, determine some design feasibility range, and get the client more comfortable with the process and with the charrette team. The process can be used as a multiple day, a day or two in-house workshop with the client and a couple of members of the design team. I want to point out that it's important to do this after you have met with the community in some fashion. Here's an example where a charrette team worked pre-charrette sketching out ideas for a transit-oriented development project. The idea was to for the team to get their hands dirty with the project, to lower the learning curve for the charrette, and have the development team, in this case, do some preliminary numbers on the ideas that are being created in the sketches and get some idea on feasibility. So for instance, a learning out of this for the charrette team might be that having gone through these exercises, they realize that probably 20% open space, for instance, might be pushing the envelope in terms of how you accommodate the required density on the site. Maybe pushing it to higher level buildings that require another construction type and increased costs, and maybe even be politically not acceptable. So this helps the charrette team going forward into the charrette understand more of the issues, having done some sketches with it. This is not, I want to clarify, pre-designing the project before the charrette. It's simply testing ideas, getting used to the problem, and basically putting it in your back pocket as you go into the charrette as a learning tool. The wrap-up of this phase would be a pre-charrette project brief. Now this is a brief meant for internal consumption by the charrette team and the project team that provides the team with a concise resource that can summarize the base data for their work in the charrette.